Hello everyone. Do you know what is an emotional movement and how this can really bring lots of awareness and releases in you, and why sometimes it is not happening? And also in my reflection, how spiritual practices sometimes can be limited in what they offer. So I'd like to share with you the experience I had yesterday and today in regard to all of this, and then share some more thoughts. So some of you might have heard or see I'm playing with van drama, trying to find a part that doesn't exist. And yesterday I coped with just being on the computer and the phone for 8 hours. And I was fine. Then during the night, my body just went into tension. And this morning when I woke up, I was so tense. And I thought my personal inner facilitator just said, okay, right, we're gonna go and dance barefoot on the grass, yeah, and go and do like some good fire. And then we're gonna have a bath and then do some yoga. Hello. So my spiritual practices were, okay, I'm gonna do yoga, we're gonna do dancing, we're gonna do a sensual connection with nature, and then eat some chocolate and take some valerian to calm down. So this is all the spiritual practices that I just took my toolbox of all the ways to help myself. And then I had a supervision with my teacher and colleague Trilby, and so as we start the facilitation, I was still like supercharged, and I just share with her what has happened, and say that I do all my little tips. I'm aware what's happening, but I still the stress is really in my body for some reasons, is really triggering for me. And then she just say, oh, wait, just stay with what is happening for you. And I says, yeah, but it's just, it's a little thing, it's just a little part of a van. Like, we're gonna get ready for much more craziness in this world. And so she said, no, stay with what's happening. This is really terrible for you. This is really sad. This is something that you really didn't want it. And by her stopping me and bringing me back to what I'm experiencing is valid, and allowing me to stay with it, I just started to cry. And I could feel like the release that I've been trying to have with all this shaking and having a bath and chocolate and plants, and it just suddenly happened through my tears and through feeling that it's okay what I'm feeling, even if it feels for part of me a bit like small, like I shouldn't be so upset. And this is what is an emotional movement, is like the ability to deeply stay with what is happening. And sometimes it's difficult I've struggled to do that by myself, because that was also one of my thing in my toolbox. It's like, I'm going to cry, let's just cry. And I just like, okay, where is it? And I couldn't really access it. But through the connection of someone says, hey, what's happening? I see you upset, I see it's difficult for you. Then it just allowed me to bypass all this kind of a detachment or fixing, to just stay with the realness of what was happening. And this is very much what is happening in the development of the child. Like, as human beings, we learn through connection with others. A child, when we come on earth, we are incomplete, our development, and we're gonna start to introject and integrate all that the environment is offering to us, to build up kind of we call it sometimes the ego wrapping, or like this kind of a protection or bubble around us, skin that allows things to come in and things to come out. But we do this through the connection with another. And so an emotional movement can be stuck when it's a young part in us for example, what has happened to me, and I couldn't really access it, and I needed another human being to validate what was happening for me, to access it, and for it to come through me. So this is what is an emotional movement, and why sometimes it's hard to do it by ourselves, and neurologically and emotionally, like how we need someone else to be with us. And I find it so fascinating, like through you I see me, intimacy, things passes through us, like maybe now you feel the connection with me, and then it allows you to connect deeper in you. And so yeah, it was quite humbling to just realize, oh, spiritual practices are amazing, and like there's a basic of connection that is a basic need, that some aspects of us need to be able to flourish and shift and be felt. So these are my reflection and my offering for you today, and I'm wondering if it resonates with you. Do you feel sometimes that emotional movement is really easy and sometimes it's hard, and how the limits of your spiritual practices, or have you got other tools that you're using? I'd love to hear from you. Okay, blessings on your day. Bye.